What is going on, everybody? David here. So I'm going to do a live stream. I don't know how long we're going to go. I'm using my data here. They don't have Wi-Fi, so I just thought I might come in, let you guys see Bogota, or Bogota, wow. See Sabaneta Colombia. So as you guys come in, just let me know you're here just by saying what's up. And I know it's pretty noisy out here. And I can't really change that. That's just the way it is. What's going on, David? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so just let me know you guys are here. I don't know how it sounds. I'm not able to look in a mic or anything like that, so I know where I'm sitting right now is pretty noisy, so I'm hoping that you guys are able to hear something. But my trip so far, it's been pretty good. I'm almost done. I'll be leaving on Tuesday, and I've done a lot. I've done a whole lot. In Bogota, we had a really good time. We were all over the place. Okay, so it sounds better than you would think. Yeah, it's very, very noisy. Like there's something going on right over here. I don't know if they're playing live music or what, but it's pretty noisy. Let me let you guys see what I'm looking at right now. This is Sabaneta Park. This is kind of the town square. I'm gonna flip this screen around. There we go. So there's Sabaneta Park. And I'm right up the road. I'm staying in an Airbnb. So this is the whole setup here. Let's go back around over here. So this is the other side here. So each area of the city or most of the areas of the city are set up. They have a park, a central park, and then that's where all the activity is, and restaurants, and this in Sabaneta it's a little slower. They don't really have like nightlife clubs and stuff. Well, I haven't seen any. Mainly it's just bars. So if you want to go have a drink, you can do that. They don't really have like a club setup. Like Parque Yeres is more, they have clubs there. La Reles, they have clubs there. But in this area, I haven't seen any like real clubs. It's more of the bar setup. So, guys, let me know you're here. Please hit the thumbs up button too, so we can promote this out to more people. I didn't announce it to anyone, and if you guys can do me a favor, like David or Explorer Forum, just go over to the WhatsApp group and just let them know that I'm live right now. Just send a link out or something, and hopefully we can get some people in. Anyone that's a part of the Colombia WhatsApp group, also please go over to the Colombia WhatsApp group and send a link to them as well. But yeah, so I'm just hanging out. It's Sunday. There's a holiday tomorrow, so because there's a holiday tomorrow, that means people are going to be out partying tonight. As well as yesterday, we went out to, I met up with D, Khalif, and Jason. Yeah, those are the three guys that I'm forgetting. But anyway, we were out there having a good time. We went to Parque Yeres and walked around, went to a couple of the clubs. So tonight's probably going to be equally as packed because Monday's a day off for them because of the holiday. So, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, to be honest with you. I haven't really figured that out yet. I don't know if I'm going to... I have a lot of videos to edit, so I like to do it when it's fresh in my mind, because once I put the video aside for a few days, and then I start doing other videos, like when I get back, I start doing the other videos for, the travel credit card videos and stuff, then I kind of forget to do these videos. So I want to make sure I follow through with some of these videos, or most of the videos, because there's some really good content, the really good stuff that I learned. And when I was in Bogota especially, I learned a lot about just how the city is run, different areas of the city and all that. So yeah, really interesting. All right, guys, questions. If you have any questions, let me know so we can answer some questions about Colombia. I know some of you have some interest in going to Colombia. So if you guys have questions, let me know about Colombia. We'll talk a little bit about that now. Let's see, you're obviously not an NFL football fan. I am a football fan, but I'm on vacation, man. So I could miss 1 week. I actually watched a little. I didn't really watch the games, but I always go on ESPN. I have like the pigskin. I play little pigskin pick'em thing. So I watched some of the results of the game so far. But yeah, I'm in Colombia, man. I'm gonna have a good time. I can miss a week of football and just enjoy what goes on around here. So yeah, I mean, other than that, if I were to watch football, I'd be sitting in the house right now or sitting in the Airbnb watching football all day. I don't want to do that. So all right, let me give some shout outs, guys. Let me know you're here just by saying what's up. Give me a thumbs up, give me a happy face, give me something so I can give you a shout out. And we'll go ahead and do shout outs right now. Right here. All right, Charles Travels, what's going on, buddy? Actually, let me start from the top here. So, David, what's going on? Explore, Informed, what's going on, buddy? Everett, what's going on? Charles Travels, what's going on? Ann, what's going on? Okay, so questions. Go ahead and put them out here in the chat right now. Okay, so, and Colombia questions, guys. Shoot me with the Colombia questions. Hi, fan from South Korea. South Korea, wow. Cool, man, cool. That's Ann from South Korea. I think it's either a guy or girl, I'm not sure. Sorry about that, but thanks for stopping by from South Korea. Appreciate that. Let's see. So Charles is asking how, Charlie travels. I was saying Charles, I guess it is Charles, but anyway, he's asking about the climate. It's really nice weather out here in Medellin. So if you ever come to Colombia, the best place to go as far as weather is Medellin. It's just the weather is really nice and 75, 80 degrees year round. You don't need AC, you don't need a fan, you don't need anything. Like I can sleep with the window open and I'm fine. But yeah, weather is always nice in this area. Now, we are in the rainy season, so it does rain from time to time, and it did rain yesterday afternoon. It rained for about, how long did it rain? Probably about 2 hours in Sabaneta. Sabaneta is right outside of Medellin, just so you guys know. And it's probably about a 15-20 minute ride to Medellin. But in Medellin, it rained a little bit, but it didn't rain as much as it did out here. But yeah, definitely the perfect climate. Now, I was in Bogota for 6 days. Bogota's a little cooler, and you're higher up in elevation, so you might get that elevation sickness when you're out there. I didn't get any sickness or anything like that. I felt fine the whole time that I was in Bogota. Bogota's a little cooler though, so it's about between 40 to 60 degrees is pretty much what it was. I didn't wear a jacket. I don't usually wear jackets anyway, so it wasn't too cold where you had to wear. It wasn't cool enough for me to have to wear a jacket. Some people would wear jackets. I was with Maya, and she was wearing a jacket the whole time. So it just depends how you see things. Okay, let's see. All right, guys. Other questions. I realize I'm putting my hand right over the camera here. Let's see. Most of the Asians are afraid to go into Colombia. Oh, okay, so this is Ann from South Korea. She's saying that Asians are afraid to go to Colombia. I'm going to tell you, and I have seen Asian people here. It's a pretty safe community, and you just have to be smart about it. You have to be smart about everything. Anytime you travel anywhere, I don't care where it is. Even if I'm in the U.S., I'm always cautious of different things. There are different signs that you can look out for. When you're in busy areas, this is not a tourist area. This Sabaneta is more local people. So, but when you are in tourist areas, just be really mindful of your surroundings. Just like right now, like I'm sitting in a park, and I have my camera, my phone set up on this little tripod. I'm sitting here just talking, and it's safe. Like I don't feel like, oh, somebody's gonna come by and grab my camera. It'd be crazy if someone did though. It'd be live, right? But yeah, you just need to be cautious of your surroundings. But I think Colombia. Overall, Colombia is a very safe country to travel to and to visit, and you will see police everywhere. There's a large police presence, and then they also have a lot of security around too. So it's not just you're not I can always see a police officer somewhere. You know, when I look in a certain direction, I can always see a police officer somewhere. So I know if something were to go down, I have someone to say, hey, look, this happened. So they're really focusing on keeping the community safe. We were even out. We're in Bogota. We went to a pretty tough neighborhood, but the only reason that I went is because my friend's uncle lived there. Okay, so he knows the community. We were out there at night, but he knows the community, so it's a little different. We're with him, and he knows the safe places and bad places to be and all that. But we went and we decided to go take a picture. They have a nice little overlook. And police officers, they're usually on motorcycles. They rode by. They saw us there. We hadn't even gotten out yet. We just riding by, and they asked us what we were doing. We said, hey, we're going to go take some pictures just of the overlook. And he was like, you know what, the police officer said, you know, we'll wait here just to make sure you guys are safe. So things like that, they go above and beyond because they don't want anything to happen. Even though these people were local people to Bogota, still, like people that I was with are local to Bogota, still they wanted, and so they were there for like not even 5 minutes. We just took a couple pictures and then we took off. But yeah, they're I would say for the most part it's a pretty safe community, pretty safe country, I say. All right, guys, please hit the thumbs up. We got about 18 people in the room, so if you can hit the thumbs up, I really appreciate it. It'll help promote this out to more people. And I understand it's, what is it, probably noon time, West Coast time. So let's see. And Amadou, what's going on, buddy? And he's asking about safety. Is it safe for North American tourists? Yeah, just like I was saying, just be cautious. Be cautious of your surroundings. I've been here. This is my 5th trip to Colombia. I've never felt threatened. Never felt like someone was gonna do something, or no one's ever done anything to me in this country. So it is safe. In my mind, it's safe. Like, I don't have any issues. So that's how I feel about that. Let's see. Curtis, what's going on, Curtis? I will be here until Tuesday. I fly back on Tuesday, so Tuesday morning. So I have a couple more days here. I've been here since when did I come in? Last Friday. So I came here last Friday. I was not here. I was in Bogota for 6 days. So I'll be leaving on Tuesday. Oh, Curtis, you're gonna be here on Friday. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. I have to get back, man. You know what? I'll be going back home, but then I'm coming back out in February for Carnival. So there's Carnival going on, so I'll be coming back for that. That should be fun. I always have a good time when I go to Carnival. Well, I shouldn't say always. The last Carnival I went to was this year, and I had a really good time. So I will definitely be doing that again next year. And we're already setting things up, talking to different people in the WhatsApp group, and there are a few people that are going. So we want to try to make it a real big event. Where last time there was 8 or 9 of us. This time hopefully we can get at least twice that much, or twice that many. So it should be fun. Okay. Okay, and answers say not dangerous there, ? Like mugging. No, I've never seen a crime in Colombia. Now, granted, every country, there's crime in every country, right? So people do get mugged in every country. I don't care where you are. I have never physically, seen it with my own eyes. I've never been victimized or anything like that. Bruce Law, what's going on, buddy? All right, so Blake is saying, do you think it's worth it for me to make my wife an authorized user on Chase Sapphire Reserve or not? You know, depends on how you guys travel. If you travel together, then it doesn't make sense because you'll have lounge access. She's gonna get whatever you get if you guys travel together. Now, if she travels solo a lot, then it might make sense for her to become an authorized user. That way she'll have the lounge access and everything. Plus, I think you get a little bump when there's authorized user. Well, I don't know. That's when you first get the card, so it depends. But yeah, if she's traveling with you, there's no need. If she's not traveling with you, then you can consider it. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Charlie's asking, I've been to Medellin and I love it. How would you compare the two cities? So comparing Bogota to Medellin. So, and this is just my personal opinion, okay? Um, I like the climate. We talked about the weather out here in Medellin. It's just a lot nicer. And I don't know if you're comparing Medellin to Sabaneta or Medellin to or to Bogota. So I'll do both comparisons. So as far as Medellin to Bogota, the weather in Medellin is so much nicer, as well as the I'm just gonna say this: the women are more beautiful in Medellin. That's just my opinion, okay? And maybe it's not even the women are more beautiful, but in Bogota, it's a little. The climate is different. It's cooler, so people dress up more like what you know. They're women in Medellin, the weathers are not nicer, so they wear a lot less. Let's just say that. I don't know how else to say it, but. Yeah, so we'll go with that. So I think the women are a little more, they're more beautiful in Medellin. And as far as Bogota though, Bogota has a lot. It's a government. It's a capital city, so they have a lot of government buildings. There's a lot to see in Bogota, so there's a lot of different places to go in Bogota. Medellin, they really don't have much when it comes to like. There's certain places to go, but it's more of just kind of a city feel, city vibe. There's no beaches or lakes or anything like that. You have to go outside of Medellin, maybe go out to Guatapé or something like that. But for the most part, Medellin doesn't really have that. They have the nightlife. That's their real strong point. So if you want to go to Parque Yeres, if you want to go to Laureles, you can go to those places. It's nice, right? Because there's clubs everywhere. Let's see, other differences between the two. As far as the cost of staying here, it's pretty much the same the way I see it. But actually, Bogota might be a little more expensive. Like I'm in Sabaneta right now, very, very inexpensive to stay here. Even if you're in El Poblado, it's still pretty relatively inexpensive. And when it comes to the cost of everything, it's probably about the same. I don't see much difference there. Food and everything, food's equally good, both places. I would say Bogota though, I like the food in Bogota better than I like out here. It's the same type of food, but they just have different spins on it. Okay, so an arepa is a little bit different in Bogota. In my experience, it's a little bit different. Tastes a little bit better. As well as like they have empanadas everywhere. Empanadas, I only tried one empanada here in Medellin on this trip I'm talking about. It was okay. Maya took me to the best place inside Bogota, the best place for empanadas, and they were very good. So they did not disappoint. And shout out to Maya for taking me around when I was in Bogota. That's Afro Bajira, so you want to check her channel out. She is a YouTuber as well, and she has some really good content. We shot some videos together, so I just posted one yesterday, so go check that video out. We were at the fruit market, and I tried a bunch of different fruit, Colombian fruit. So I didn't even realize that all this fruit existed, and so it was pretty interesting just to taste all the different fruit. Okay, let's see. And then, so comparing Medellin to Sabaneta, as far as the climate and everything, like we already discussed, it's pretty much the same. And Sabaneta is just a small community, right? It's a smaller town community. The park, let's say if you compare like central Medellin, you compare it to El Poblado, this park here, and I'll show the park again. This park here is a lot smaller, a lot less activity. If you go out to Parque Yeres, you're gonna see 2-3 times as many people out in that area because it's just more of a popular destination, and it's a tourist destination. This is not tourist. This is more of a local vibe, local feel. You just have a bunch of people out, local people just out hanging out, enjoying the day, and they're off tomorrow, so that means that you're gonna have a lot of people just relaxing the whole day. Okay, other questions here. Let's go ahead and get through. Dre, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? You're out here, right? I'm out here for another couple days, Dre. So if you want to hook up, we can definitely link up. I think B-Dot's gonna be out here as well, and Khalif is out here. So definitely, I don't know what your plans are tonight, but if you are available, we should hook up and hang out somewhere. Okay, so Rolo's asking how many times have I been to Colombia. I've been here 5 times. This is my 5th trip here, and I love every time I come out here. I have a good time. It's just an amazing place. What's going on, Ward? What's going on, buddy? So, how do you like your hotel? I'm staying in an Airbnb, and usually when I come to Medellin, I stay in an Airbnb. I like staying at Hyatt properties, but Medellin doesn't have a Hyatt property here, so I usually will do the Airbnb. Airbnb is fine. Right up the road. I'm probably about maybe a 3-minute walk from here, from the park, so that's good. The Airbnb is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and I'm paying $34 a day, so really good. I mean, it's my own private apartment. Have everything in there, kitchen. So I'm able to cook food and stuff like that. And so really a good setup. I'm happy with it. Okay. And that's what you'll get when you stay Airbnbs out here. You're gonna stay at Airbnb. It's gonna be about anywhere from $20 to $40, depending on what you want. I didn't even need 2 bedrooms, but it was a 2-bedroom and it was only $34, so I really can't complain about that. Okay. Okay, so Jimmy's asking about going outside of the main cities. Is it still safe? As far as places that I've gone, we talk about Medellin. Like outside of Medellin, I've gone to Guatapé. It's very safe in Guatapé. I'm in Sabaneta, which technically is outside of Medellin, and I feel safe here. I've been here for the last few days, and we've been going out, walking the streets and stuff like that. So it's been fine. When I was in Bogota, like I said, I was with friends that live in Bogota, so they kind of know the good areas, the bad areas, and we went to a few different places. I wouldn't even recommend, even if you're traveling, especially if it's your first trip, there's no reason to go outside of like the major cities if you don't really know where you're going. You should stay in the major cities, and there's so much to offer in the major cities. So I would stay there, and then if you want to go somewhere specific, then have someone take you, like either a tour guide, or if you have friends in the area, you can have them take you. Okay. All right. Chris, what's going on? What part of Colombia would you suggest a first-timer visit first? So you're thinking of going to January or February. Now, I'm telling you, if you go in February, go late February and do Carnival. That's what you want to do. And that would be in Barranquilla, so you would want to visit Barranquilla. But as far as like the 3 major cities, I guess you can talk about in Colombia, it would be Medellin, Bogota, and Cartagena. They all bring something different to the table. Bogota is going to be the more of the government buildings and the history, the museums and stuff like that. Medellin is more the nightlife. So if you're in the nightlife, that's what Medellin's, I won't say all about, but primarily a lot of people come out to Medellin for that. Like I said, beautiful women and nice nightlife. Cartagena is a coastal city, so you'll be on the beach, you'll be on the water. If you stay in the Boca Grande area, you'll be right on the beach. So it's nice for that. You can go to the islands. They have some different islands that you can travel to. Some really beautiful islands, blue, crystal blue water and all that. So those are the 3 major ones. Now, I would recommend spending a little time in each city, to be honest. So that's just my recommendation. So if let's say you come out here for 10 days, maybe spend 2 days in Bogota, and then maybe let's say 3 days in each city. But I feel that Cartagena is one of the cities where you want to spend more time because they have the day activities. Like if you go to one of the islands, that's going to be an all day thing. So if you're only there 3 days, you can really only go to maybe one island and then go to the walled city and then maybe do some of the little other tourist things. So I would spend more time in Cartagena just because it takes longer to get to different places. Whereas in Medellin, you can go to Guatapé in the morning and then come back to Medellin. It's about an hour and a half away. Come back to Medellin and then do the nightlife and stuff like that. So you have a little bit more time, or you don't have to devote that much time when you're in Medellin. Everything is relatively close. Bogota, it's pretty much the same. Like you can do a lot in Bogota in one day. Do a lot of the sightseeing and stuff like that. All right, guys. Now I have to apologize. Super chats. I don't know how. I'm using my phone, so I see someone gave me a super chat. But oh, here we go. Brian, what's going on, Brian? So I don't know if you're still at the airport or if you. Let's see. What's good, bro? I'm at the airport in Bogota, headed to Medellin. All right, cool, man. Yeah, I'll be here, man. We gotta link up later on. Yeah. So. I don't even know what I was. I forgot what I was saying. I always do this. Get sidetracked. Please hit that like button, guys. We got about 29 people in here, and we got about 21 likes. So if you could please hit that like button, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's move on down here. And you guys are also getting points. So if you guys are on that point system, you will be earning points for watching. And so please continue watching. You get 10 points for every 10 minutes. All right. Blake, thanks for the super chat, man. Thank you very much. Cool, man. I appreciate that support. Okay. Andre said, not yet. B-Dot will be. Okay. Did I rent a car? Good question, Ward. I don't rent cars usually when I'm out here. Driving is a little different out here. I'll get in a cab, and it's not that expensive either. So you're paying maybe $2 to $3 to go to most places. For me to go from Sabaneta, we'll talk about the way back. On the way back, it was 20 mil, which is about $6, and that's going to Parquilleres that's to go to Parquilleres from Sabaneta, which is about 20 minutes. So, yeah, I generally don't rent cars. I will just pay. It's too much of a headache to rent cars, and you have to figure out where you're going to park, and they might charge you for parking, and then you're just out here driving. You don't really know. People drive a lot more. How can I say? It's not that they're more aggressive, but they're close. Like they will just fill in every little spot. You have motorcycles everywhere, so it can get a little hairy out here when you're driving. Let's just put it that way. And I don't want to have to even think about that. I want to just jump in a cab and go where I want to go. So that's generally what I do. I don't rent. What's going on, Sugar Skull? George, what's up, buddy? Yes, smash the like button. And Sugar Skull's asking, how was Bogota? I had a good time in Bogota, man. I only planned to stay 3 days, and I extended that. I extended it to another 3 days because I was having that much fun. So, yeah, my expectations for Bogota were pretty low, and that was mainly because the last time I was in Bogota, I was only there for 2 days, and I didn't really have the time. I didn't have that good of a time. So now I see the beauty of Bogota, and I will be going back there definitely. Plus, hanging out with Maya, that was a good time. So definitely want to experience that again. Let's see. What's going on, Nick? I'm gonna ask a specific question. All right, I don't know what that specific question is. Thanks for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Okay, so do they accept credit cards in most places? You know what's funny? In Sabaneta, there are a lot of places that don't accept credit cards. A lot of the restaurants, which was surprising to me. If you're in Medellin, like Parquilleres, Laureles, for the most part, they're accepting credit cards. But there are some areas out here. This is a little smaller town. They don't accept credit cards, so you have to use cash. One thing I've been having issues with, and I don't know what's going on, but I've been having issues with Banco Colombia. I can't use my card, either my Wells Fargo card or my Charles Schwab card at Banco Colombia. So that was a little frustrating last night. Went walking around trying to find a bank. Banco Colombias are pretty much all over, but I couldn't. My card would not work there, and so I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. I know I had an issue with Wells Fargo the last time that I was here, but this time, yeah, it's the same thing. I don't know. Let me, I'm gonna flip this around so you guys can kind of see the people. You don't have to just look at me the whole time. Flip this up here. There is the community. All right, so we'll just talk from here. So yeah, as far as that goes, I have been having some issues with my ATM card. Now I go to BBVA. Yeah, BBVA. BBVA. I can use their ATMs. It works fine. Let's see. Nick is saying I'm a member of Chase Bank. I currently have 2 credit cards and I'm looking to get a third. I already have a basic Chase credit card. I'm looking to get the travel rewards credit cards. Okay, so if you're looking for travel reward credit cards, I don't know how much traveling you want to do, but I always tell people if you're going to travel 3 to 4 times a year, then the Chase Sapphire Reserve makes sense to most people. Although the annual fee is a $450 annual fee, it's still worth getting. So something to consider there. If not, then I would go with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And they both, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the earn possibility with the sign-up bonus for that card right now is, what is it, 60,000. So 60,000 points, just to give you kind of an idea of what you can do with 60,000 points, especially if you want to travel to Colombia. Dan is telling me my phone is getting warm. All right, I haven't seen that before. Hopefully it cools off. If not, then it's just gonna probably kick us out. But with 60,000 points, just to give you kind of a reference, 70,000 points got me a round-trip ticket, business class, from Los Angeles to Bogota, and then I came over to Medellin, and then I'll be going home. Business class the whole way, so that hopefully that can give you an idea of what you can get. Now, if you're going to do economy is going to be about 40,000 round trip, so not that bad. 4,000, so that's less than that 60,000 sign-up bonus, and then you'll be able to have extra points to use it for another trip if you want to do that. Okay. So those are the cards I'd recommend. Now, depending on what you like if you like Hyatt, if you like United, you can look at both those cards too. They're both Chase cards. And you can earn some points with those cards and get the sign-up bonus with those cards too. Okay, Nika, what's going on, Nika? All right, Chris, thanks for the super chat. Thank you very much, buddy. Terry, what's going on? Thank you for introducing me to travel credit cards. I use my Chase Sapphire Preferred for a trip to California. We'll be going next month. Got a great price, save a lot of money. Cool, man, cool. You know what's funny? And let me flip the screen around here so you guys can see me for a second. So, we were in Parque Yetis yesterday, just walking around. It was at night, and we were looking for 2 people, and we were gonna meet up with them, D and Khalif. And this guy walks up to me, and he's like, "Hey," and so I hadn't met D and I hadn't met Khalif yet, so just through the WhatsApp group, so I hadn't met him yet. And so we're walking through, and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, you have a YouTube channel?" And I'm like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. But I thought it was either D or Khalif. Well, I knew it wasn't Khalif because I saw Khalif's picture, but I hadn't seen D's picture, so I thought it might have been D. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? I thought it was him, like, joking with me, right? But, this guy really saw me, saw my channel, travel credit cards and stuff, and he just wanted to say, hey, man, you got a great channel and all this. And he was just telling me that he got his first travel credit card. And the worst part about it is I wanted to record him, and I turned my little Osmo Pocket on, but I didn't hit the record button. And so he was talking, but I didn't hit the record button. So I'm like, I didn't get him on camera, but he was all excited to see me. It's just like a fluke thing, right? You're walking in another country, and obviously he knows I like Colombia, so it kind of goes together, right? But it was pretty interesting. So if you guys ever see me out somewhere, hit me up. Just hit me up. Say, hey, what's going on? Because I find it fascinating that People are watching, right? I don't know. This is crazy. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so War's asking how long was the question, or how long was the flight? So using points, you're going to find that you're not going to get a lot of direct flights. A lot of your flights are going to be, you're going to have a layover somewhere. So my flight was to El Salvador first. So I flew out to El Salvador. It was about a 5-hour flight, and I had a 2-hour layover in El Salvador, and then from El Salvador I flew into Bogota, and that was another 3-hour flight. So depending on how you fly, how you travel, like if I'm flying business class, I'm good. Like it can be a 10-hour flight. I'm fine with that. It's not a big deal. But when I'm flying economy, yeah, it's a little more. Yeah, it's a little different. Let's just put it that way. All right, Sugar Scroll, YouTube famous. Probably heard about you from the other travel channels. Yeah, that's probably. And I think you did mention Ace too. So shout out to Ace, man. This is Ace Live. He's in Thailand right now. You guys want to check out his content? He's putting out a lot of good stuff right now about Thailand. And he's a part of he started the WhatsApp group, the Colombia WhatsApp group. So he was in Colombia for a while, and now he's out in Thailand. But yeah, he did mention this is Ace. Let's see. That great smile says, "Oh, have a wonderful trip." Thank you very much, Red Afro. All right, let's see. Any other questions, guys? Go ahead, feel free to put in the chat. And like I said, yeah, I'm having a great time. A couple of dudes left today, Jason and D. They're actually D will be on his way. He'll be on his way home later today. But yeah, I'm gonna have that sad look on my face when I'm on my last day. But right now, yeah, things are good. One more thing I want to talk about too. For those of you who watch my video about booking my flight. So I booked my flight on United, and I'm flying on Avianca. I showed you how I did it. Just walk you through all the steps. I did it about, what was that? Probably about 3 weeks ago. So just check back on the video so you can find it. But one of the things that I liked about my flight back is the fact that I was going to be able to fly on a Dreamliner. Well, not anymore. I can't fly on the Dreamliner anymore. They changed the plane to an A330, which is still a very nice plane, but it's not a Dreamliner. It's not a 787. So that is unfortunate. I guess that happens, right? What can you do? But yeah, you just kind of have to roll with the punches. It's not a complete lie flat seat like I wanted it to be, but it'll still do. It'll still do. Okay. And War's asking, how do the people treat you? Okay, so this is a good one. A very, very good question. The people in Colombia are really, really friendly, okay? And they go out of their way to help you. Like I said, I was in Bogota. I was with friends, but even still, like the hospitality, went to Boyacá, which is 3 hours outside of Bogota. And one of my friends' aunts let us stay there. And so we stayed there for the day, or for the night. And just the interest that Colombians have in Americans is crazy. And I didn't really realize it until this trip. But they just want to ask questions. They want to know how life is in the U.S. Now you have to understand, Colombians need to have a visa to go to the U.S. So a lot of Colombians can't come to the U.S. For a variety of different reasons. Like Maya is a perfect example. She's even lived in the U.S. for a year. She was a nanny for a year. And she says now, like she's talked to some of her friends, getting a visa to come to the U.S. is very difficult. You have to show a reason to return back to Colombia in order for them to allow you to get a visa. So you have to have a real good job, making good money. You have to have some ties, kids. You have to have a tie to come back to Colombia in order for you to get a visa. So a lot of these people have never had a visa before, and so. That being said, they're very interested in the what America's all about. So we're like exotic out here. We're different, and so we bring a lot to the table when it comes to what they want to know. Like they have questions, and I'm telling you, we went to one of our friends' uncle's house, and we were there for 2 hours, and it was just Q&A for 2 hours. They were asking me all these different questions about the U.S., and they found out I lived near Disneyland. They wanted to talk about Mickey Mouse and just everything. So it's really, if you do come to Colombia, just understand that you are different, and you are going to have people asking you questions and really interested in talking with you, and then just practicing their English with you, because you have a lot of, especially the younger generation of Colombians, they're learning English, and they want to talk, they want to speak English with you. They just want to sit down and talk with you just so they can practice their English. It's funny, one of the kids that we were talking with one of the kids, and this is not a kid, I think he's like 19 or 20, but he was in college, and he wanted me to come to his college just to go to his English class, so I can just speak English with the students. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it. We only had a couple more days, and the next day we were going out to Boyacá, so we weren't going to be back until Wednesday night, and I left on Thursday, so I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, he just wanted to talk. Like, he just wanted to have an American come in so they can practice English. Okay. Okay. ¿Por qué no estás bebiendo jugos? You know what? I am drinking a Coke right now. I was drinking. Gracias. I was drinking a lot of the different juices and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not drinking any juices right now. Colombia is known for the juices. They have juices of everything. And when I went to the fruit market, everything. Like Maya was saying, yeah, we make juice out of this, we make juice out of that, we make juice out of this. So a lot of this stuff they do make juices out of. But today I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna get the Coca-Cola today. Okay, let's see. So Melvin's asking about, did I fly United to Salvador and then Avianca from Salvador to Bogota? No, I was on Avianca the whole time. So my whole trip was Avianca, and it was a good flight. It was a good flight. All the flights were good. As far as the food on the plane, I don't know. We'll see what the return flight has, but the flight up, yeah, I wasn't really digging the food. All right, let's flip back to this other screen here. War is asking about racial issues. I haven't really experienced any of that. Okay, so as far as, you know, racism and stuff like that in Bogota, I did. You know, I mean, I've heard people talk about different things from time to time, but I have not personally witnessed any of that and haven't been a part of it. And like I said, Americans, we're exotic to Colombians, and so they just want to get to know us and stuff like that. So it's not, I have not experienced that. And you know, I mean, it is, people do think Americans all have money and we're just rich and stuff like that. So that is kind of the way they see us. Not every Colombian, of course, but some Colombians do see us as just having money and stuff like that. I don't know. They'll mention it. Like we were at a club yesterday, we were going to go in a club yesterday, and just so you know, Parque Yeres is a very expensive compared to other parts of the city. So some of the drinks at the clubs are like $10 a drink, and so one of the little promoters was trying to get us to go into one of the clubs, and we're like, "Oh, come on, man! It's $10 a drink, and that's expensive." And he was like, $10, you know, but you're American, you can afford it. And it's like, you know, if I can get a drink for $2, I'll get a drink for $2. I'm not going to pay $10 for the same drink just to be in that club. You know what I mean? So some Colombians do see Americans as just having money, like an absorbent amount of money, which is not the case. I have not been to Cali, Colombia, Nick, or neck of the woods, Nick. I'm sorry. This screen is a little small for me. I'm on my phone. No, I have not been to Cali. I do want to go to Cali, Colombia. There's a couple that I do want to meet up with, Andre and Andrea. Shout out to them. They do have a YouTube channel. You want to check them out. Andre and Andrea love crossing borders. Check their channel out when you get a chance. But no, I have not been to Cali yet. But when I go out there, I will be hanging out with them, doing some YouTube collabs with them. Okay. And Sugar Skulls is talking about loving the juices that they have out here. All right, guys. So we'll be on another 5 more minutes. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and feel free to put it in the chat. And like I said, just out here having a good time. And I haven't eaten anything yet today, so I'm gonna probably go get something to eat. I sat down at this restaurant right here. I thought it was a restaurant, but it's not. It's just a bar or just a place where you can get drinks.